Alrighty, what is up everybody? It's Ree, or Rebel Inks Art, here again with another character design challenge. As we saw from the beginning of this video, today's prompt was Ocean Lolita, and it's a fun story actually. I have gotten this prompt before, and I was really excited about the idea of doing it. However, I got this prompt the week after I did Celestial Lolita, and I thought it would look bad to have two Lolitas back to back. So I ended up scrapping the prompt. So when it popped up again while looking for a prompt for this week's, I was super excited. So I immediately knew I wanted to go with a navy sailor style Lolita with that nice like kind of vintage beach aesthetic. Please get your claws out of my t-shirt. Cheddar. I'm recording. So I just went in with that rough sketch, and I do apologize, there is one part right at the very beginning where I just kind of zone out and we see like nothing happening on screen for a little bit. I'm not sure when it's going to be popping up, but hopefully it's not too bad. I don't even remember what happened. I just kind of came to and I'm like, oh no, I'm recording! And it was just one of those situations where you just kind of gotta roll with it and decide later whether or not you're gonna go through the effort of editing it out, and I'm not. So here we are. This is the life we're living. This is the reality we're stuck in, and we're just gonna make the best of it. So I decided to give her some nice chunky bangs, and then I wanted to give her that nice, like, those ring curls that all the, like, Lolita, do you call them Lolita artists? What do you call a person who just dresses in Lolita? I consider them artists. It takes crazy art and skills, and I don't know, I mean, how you would even word it, but it's impressive and incredible. But Lolita folks, let's go with that. Those ring curls that Lolita folks always have, and I love it, so I wanted to give her some of those. And I also felt like it kind of embodied like ocean waves or whatever. Just heading in there trying to get the anatomy worked out so I can get the skirt going on real nice and cute. And this is one where I could have very easily not pushed the prompt far enough, but around the middle I realized, hey, this isn't really very Ocean Lolita, it's just kind of a Lolita dressed in a cute little sailor Lolita outfit. And so I kind of caught myself and I started trying to find ways to incorporate the ocean more into it. And I'm pretty happy with the end result, so we'll just kind of see where that goes. Originally I was going to be doing a striped skirt because that nice like navy and cream stripes is something I heavily associate with the idea of like the ocean and like that good beach aesthetic that I am all for. Those boots gave me a little bit of trouble, but some nice little bits of copying and pasting and transforming helps kind of even things out, make it seem nice and matching. And then we're going in with that line art. And the pause definitely happened already at this point, so I guess it wasn't as bad as my brain thought it was, so that's good, that's comforting. Just going in there, flipping the canvas as I'm inking to make sure that everything ends up nice and even and nothing looks too funky, and just getting those nice little ring curls going. I think my favorite part of this character was the color palette, because I wanted to pull a lot of different like sandy and beachy like themes and colors, and so because of that I get to work with a very, not quite monochrome, but like very much like the only colors that really get used are things on the yellow scale and things on the blue scale. And there's something nice about getting to work with complementary colors, and that it's not an opportunity I have a lot, and so I always love, you know, little excuses to kind of work in little zones like this. I love any opportunity I get to get funky. Also, like, high-key, I know I mentioned before I don't really wear dresses or anything like that, but there's something about Lolita fashion, it's like, I know I couldn't pull it off, but I wear this. It's so cute and fun and bubbly, and it makes you feel good inside, this whole, like, fashion style. There's something so wonderfully, I don't know, calming and comforting about it all. And so we're just heading right in. I wanted to make her skin tone very close to her hair tone. That's something I see happening in art a bunch that I always just love to see. It's something that makes my heart just especially kind of happy, and I'm not entirely sure why I like that kind of design choice so much, but I always enjoy getting to mess with it. And I make it a bit more distinct just because I do want it all to pop out, but I do still try to keep it very close to one another and that nice sandy color. And of course we give her freckles, because she, this character definitely hangs out on the beach 24/7, and I mean, if you're hanging out on the beach 24/7, chances are you're gonna be getting some freckles. I did something a little experimental with her eyes. This is just a kind of little design choice I've been messing with off and on. And while I don't think it's going to be a permanent feature to my art, it's definitely been one that's fun to mess with. I gave her that nice cute straw hat. Originally I had the brim on it red, but I decided I didn't want to push the red aspect too much. I wanted that very much to just be an accent color. So I changed it to the navy that I'm doing the accents on the top and the skirt in. And then I'm adding all those nice little stripes. Cleaning things up as I go. And line correction was definitely my friend in making sure everything looked nice and smooth and correct. I just wanted everything to be very crisp and clear while I was working on this. Cleaning up those shoes, and it was around this point that I realized I needed to push the ocean theme a little bit stronger, and I figured, hey, those stripes in the dress aren't really as important, and there was a little bit where I forgot to unpause, but we see I decided to give it a nice little blue gradient, throw some bubbles and some funky little fish friends on there. So we've got a little octopus, we're gonna see some jellyfish, some seahorses, a bunch of just little funky fellows. Just to kind of push that ocean prompt a little bit more, so she kind of becomes the beach in and of herself. Where the top part of her is that nice sandy beach, and then the lower down her outfit we go, the deeper into the ocean we get. And I'm really happy with that. I think it turned out pretty cool. Throwing some of that shading on there. Making sure everything pops out enough without emphasizing anything too much so that it pulls away attention from the rest of the picture. And then I'm adding that nice little final details and such. And as we are wrapping up with this, we're going to see the final illustration pop up here on our end slate that I still need to redo. I'm really happy with this. I think she turned out super cute. I think she was a lot of fun. I don't know what I'm going to call her. My brain keeps going to Sandy, but I know that's crazy cliche. I'll come up with something a little bit more interesting for her, but yeah, she was a ton of fun. I feel like I could have pushed her farther, but at the same time, I'm really proud of the fact that I caught that I wasn't pushing her far enough in the middle of the drawing and then proceeded to go and at least correct it partially. That shows that, you know, I'm growing somewhat. I'm learning from these, and that's a really comforting thing to see. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm working on creating, this is a little behind the scenes here. I love doing the aesthetic generator prompts, but it takes me so long to find a prompt because a lot of the prompts in the aesthetic generator are joke prompts. And while I love working with this, I'm working on creating my own generator of just like purely picture prompts for this series so that we can start getting some different ideas in here and a little bit more wacky prompts going so that we can kind of continue growing and keeping this fresh and new. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll keep you guys updated on how things going. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to try out your own character design challenges based on the aesthetic generator, the link to that is in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until I see you guys again, I love you. Bye-bye!